Hi guys, Mimi's back. It is June. It's been a couple months, but self-care is real, so I appreciate you. I am. I have a little bit of time, so I'm gonna do a couple videos today, and I just want to tell y'all that it's been a long week, so my voice is a little grainy, but it's teacher life. Like it's the end of the year, so we're talking a lot because we're just like corralling children all day. Nothing's the same. No, there's no constant. So, anywho, I'm here with your June like life, and I just wanted to make sure that I let you know I've been thinking about y'all. Today I'm gonna do well, this particular reading is for my good friends, my good friends, the Virgo people in the world. I haven't done yours yet, and I'm gonna do it now. I am using a different spread, so I've been doing like a beginning, middle, end, just to like give you a little taste, but I've decided to expand a bit, and so I'm doing like, it's like a Celtic cross version if you're familiar with tarot, but with that being said, I've also been just spending time practicing and like getting in tune with my decks and just like getting my energy right. So, oh goodness, right off top. Hey, well, that's wonderful, Virgos. What's so funny is that, so I'm a Virgo sun and a Scorpio moon, and my bestest best friend is a Scorpio sun, Virgo moon. So I say that because she often will watch multiple videos, and like most people, it just kind of might actually be for you. So just keep that in mind if you are Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Even Virgo Mercury sometimes works because of that just being the planet of Virgo and how communicative we are as a people and how that can translate for you. So anywho, this particular spread kind of gives you an overview of where you are and where you're headed in this month of June. And one thing that I love about it is it also gives you a little bit of insight about how others are kind of feeling, thinking about you. And the thing for me about tarot is that it's really pulling out your thoughts, right? Like you've probably been thinking about some of these things, and this is just the universe being like, okay, well, here's what you need to really be like focused on or whatever. So okay, so I got our spread out and I'm gonna go through it. But anywho, yeah, if something triggers, that's what you need to be listening to, and just really think about it, contemplate. It's okay to sit and think about things that you hear. So here we go. First thing right off the deck is the Empress card, which is supposed to signify like where we are right now, or it just signifies who the reading's for. And I, like I said, Virgo, and it was so interesting because the Empress card for me is very much like a Virgo card, the female Virgo. I see it like that all the time. That's just how I see it. I think other people sometimes see it that way as well, but it's so wonderful that this is the card because it just kind of says like, yes, Virgo energy is here. And also just if you are a woman or a feminine energy and have some Virgo in your chart heavy, that means that this also will resonate with you. So what is helping or hurting, in this case helping, is we're kind of realizing what we want to do, what our purpose is, and the universe is just making room for it so that your wishes can come true. Like all those wishes, look at all those stars. All those wishes are going to come true because we worked hard for it. The Empress also has this energy of like harvest and the work that goes into like building a sustainable life, right? But as you can see, she's surrounded by all the comforts of life. So and she's also pregnant in most decks, so it's really one of those cards of just like everything could be going really well for you very soon here in all the ways that you hoped for. How, you wonder? I know you are wondering this. Okay, so first things first. We have the Knight of Swords crowning us, which just means that it's not a bad thing. I'm just thinking. Relax. So in terms of relating it to where we're going, right? Like where the dreams and wishes and things. So the Knight of Swords is someone who would kind of think before they act. Swords are all about just like being in your thoughts and really thinking through things. For this particular card, there is an action attached to it, but you have to think about what it is. So that means just like before you go hard, take a moment, okay? Just a moment. Not a lot of moment, because from what I'm seeing, there's actually not a lot of slow-paced anything here. Okay, so next we have the Hierophant, which just means like follow the traditional path, right? Like in terms of relationships, the placement isn't like anything strong, but in terms of just decisions that you have to make, especially around your dreams, like whatever the dream is, whatever the purpose is, it just means like there is a path that either you've been thinking about for a while. Y'all be thinking. I do too. There's a path you've been thinking about for a while and you're just like, is that the right way? Like that seems a little weird. That doesn't seem like the logical path. Yeah, it might not be, and that's okay. So as you can see, this is the Magician, and he has a wand and is concocting with all of the other elements. So there's a cup, there's a pentacle, there's a sword, there's a wand, and it's also like symbolic of community, right? So in building your dreams, you've got to have a community around you, okay? And they might not be all the people that you're expecting, but they need to be there and you need to accept them and hear them. And that means the good and the bad, okay? So like I'm an earth sign and my closest friends are all water or earth. I have like a few friends that are like borderline acquaintance that are fire or air. And then I have like one really good friend who's an air sign, who's a Gemini. And I think the only reason that we are like that is because she and I share planets, so our communication is really awesome. But in real life, we tend to just kind of like gravitate towards people who we're comfortable with. And to me, that has to do with energy. And water and earth meet really well, whereas like earth and fire, nah, and it doesn't always regenerate us the way that it's supposed to. And then as far as air, you know, it kind of sits above us, so it doesn't always connect, or it will just drag us around and drop us off somewhere. So we are always just like, eh. With that being said though, in concocting your dreams, you're going to have to be a little bit more open. So like this whole like, but that doesn't make sense, that's not logical, like you're gonna have to be a little bit more open-minded about it, okay? And like I said, this is it's not reading as like any specific kind of relationship. So this could apply to a lot of things, a lot of situations. It could be work, it could be friends, it could be a relationship romantically, it could be family, it could be between you and your child or you and your parent. It could be your partner, it could be Hell, it could be your animal if that's who you kick it with, you know? Like if you got a dog, that's your bestie. Shout out to my mom's dog, George, who is her bestie. But he's a good bestie to have. Anywho, so you got to think a little bit outside the box and like work your magic. Harry Potter style. Shout out to the Twitter, what was it? What was the hashtag? Oh man, if Harry Potter were black? Maybe, but I still get my life to it. And anybody wants to talk Harry Potter, let's do it, because I read all the books quickly as a child. So, well, not a child, but like a teenager maybe. Yeah, because I'm not in my 20s. Okay, so this is the next step, the Page of Pentacles, and this is why I'm starting to like I'm telling y'all, it could be anything, because it really could. If it's about your money though, it's coming, because this is the Pentacles, which is about coins, and as you can see, his hands are out and it's kind of coming. And my thing is with this particular card, we started off as the Empress, and now thinking about in future with the Page of Pentacles, it just means like you're wondering about your money, you're wondering about opportunities, and so just like again, as you do that, don't put yourself in a box. You're gonna have to be a little different in how you think about things. And whoa, this is just crazy. I'm actually listening to this reading in my mind like, oh wow, how does that apply to me? And it's not actually about like my specific job. So yeah, it'll resonate with you differently depending on your situation. So this is where we get into the like how you feels, how other people feel, and the outcome. And I can already tell you I'm gonna need to clarify. So I hope y'all are strapped in as we do with the kids, and gonna be here for a few more minutes because I got a few more things to tell you. All right, so overall, things are looking up. It's really important that you think outside the box and really like build the dream the way you want it as you move forward. Anything around money that you're thinking with this situation, like if there's money involved, you're just keep working towards it and you'll get there. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands here, and this is kind of like where you are hoping to be, like what your next step is. And as you can see, the Ace of Wands is here with us, which is a fast moving energy. And what I enjoy about this particular card is it's just like this new beginning, right? So wands have a lot of creativity attached to them, and so all that means is like whatever you're passionate about, even if it's a person, that's what you need to put your energy into. Okay, go be creative about it. You know how on the track they have the batons, and like you gotta hold on to the baton or it's not worth it, right? Like you can run your heart out, but if you drop the baton, you can't win. Okay, so like don't drop the baton because it's coming to you, but like hold on to it. Just like you gotta hold on to those passions. Okay, so now this is kind of like what other people see for you. Everybody's enjoying you and celebrating you. Check that out. Three of Cups. Okay, sometimes people see this card as too much celebration, but that's not what I see here. I see more of like joyous occasions. Okay, people are proud of you, people think that you're doing a great job, people think highly of you and the people in your life. So that's amazing, and just keep that. You know, we all have those bouts of life's difficult, I feel lonely, or does anyone think of me? Like we all have those doubts sometimes. Just as we grow older, we realize that like people care about us, and we're important, and a lot of that comes from just recognizing your own value and your own worth. In this case though, because of the position it's in, it just means that like you have a value, and now people can see that value too. Okay, Virgo? And real talk with y'all, not inciting to myself, but if that's a word, not giving you in, let me reverse that. Not to give you insight into myself, but because I think my own situations have a lot to do with my childhood. But with this Three of Cups being in this particular position, if things have been hard for you, Virgo, as they have been for a lot of us, just know that people see you. Like, people see how you're working through it, and they're very proud of you. And in the pursuit of these new dreams, it's an amazing thing to have that support, and continue to lean on them and continue to give them some of your energy back, and just let them know how grateful you are for them, because those are the people who have been able to remind you of your worth when you're not able to remind yourself. So just like let them love you, you know, and just let it happen. Okay. Five of Swords is up next, and this is like hopes and fears. This is really just like you being scared of the possibility of conflict, but like that shit gonna happen anyway. So like, okay, conflict is gonna happen anyway, and you can't stop it, so embrace it. Which is why it's so interesting with our final cards. It was actually two, which is why I feel like I need to clarify, because it's normally just one card that I'm reading. So anywho, this particular message though is to like use your wisdom and wit and strong logical self to like turn your mindset around. So the Five of Cups often is like some shit has spilled and you're supposed to be paying attention to like what's left, and also acknowledge like this whole fucking river, I'm not excusing my language, right here that you could refill these with, okay? But people be forgetting that sometimes because we're in it, the emotions are high. In this particular situation though, if you are taking this approach of just like, I got this, it's good, let me use what I know, my knowledge base, what you need to do is just like turn your mindset. Notice that you still have something, that there's plenty more, the abundance is there. As you can see, there's a home that's fenced in that looks nice, and it's surrounded by like trees and mountains and blue skies, like all this good, and you're focused on this. All this good. And you're focused on this. Don't focus on this anymore. Just act like this shit is just like a silly, like everyday silly stuff, right? Like, I get in my car to go to work every day, and I am not fond of commuting. It doesn't make me happy that I have to be in my car for 25 to 30 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes on average in the afternoon. Like, that's not cool to me. I don't think it's okay. But it's an everyday annoyance, right? Like, people want to kill you. Like, they don't care if you survive the drive or not, because they got somewhere to be. So they will let you run into walls instead of letting you over. But like, don't let that take over your energy, right? Like, every day you're like, okay, you take a deep breath and you move forward. And this is one of those situations, right? Like, whatever is happening that's keeping you from like moving forward, like the reason you're having to sit still for a second, figure out how to act, like, it's done. Just act. Okay? Use the wit, the knowledge you have. Change that mindset to get away from this idea of like things are falling apart. Like, just find the beauty, okay? Find the beauty, and like, these people fucking love you and care about you. And they're reminding you there's a lot to celebrate. Celebrate. Don't get down. This opportunity's coming, so just celebrate it. And when conflict arises, okay, I'll refill the bowls. Okay, my water spilled. What am I gonna do? Just look at it and cry? That's what my first graders do. And we're not first graders. So that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a paper towel, we're gonna wipe it up, and it's water. It dries, and we're gonna fill the water cup, and like an hour later we literally won't even see it anymore because it's dry. So yeah, I'm just the messenger. Can't be mad at me. I'm just sharing what I'm being shown. Anywho, so Virgo, I hope that you have an amazing June. If conflict arises, just remind yourself, like, this too shall pass, because it always does. And like, just anytime you have with friends, family, like anytime to celebrate, have a drink, enjoy yourself, do it, okay? That's gonna help keep your spirits up. And so yeah, Virgo, I'm so glad I got to spend some time with y'all today, and I will talk to you soon in July or before. Also, if you want to speak to me about a personal situation for yourself, my information is in the box below. Okay, I love y'all so very much, and I will see you later. Also, before I let you go, my mug, believe in yourself, be you. I love this mug so much. One of my children's got it for me. They know that I mean, like, I'm the teacher who likes mugs, right? Like, I love tea and mugs. In the winter time, I make warm drinks with whiskey, and I drink out of these mugs. It's great. Okay, y'all got enough of me today, so I will see you soon. Bye.